I'm Manoj Rasandikar. I teach English. Welcome to the tuition.lk. Today we are going to study about verbs. So verbs is most important grammar part in English. So let's study what is verb. Verbs are action words in a sentence that describe what the subject is doing. Along with nouns, verbs are main part of a sentence or phrase telling a story about what is taking place. In fact, without a verb, full thoughts can't be properly conveyed. And even the simplest sentences such as Maria sings have an actually verb can be a sentence by itself with the subject in most cases you imply such as sing and drive. Okay. So, there are some types of verbs. Verbs are doing words. Verbs can express a physical action, for example, to swim, to ride, to climb, mental actions, to think, to guess, to consider, a state of being, to be, to exist, to appear, right? So, as well as we can divide the verbs or regular and irregular verbs. A regular verb is one that forms a simple past tense and it is past participle by adding ed or d to the base form of the verb. Right? Now you can see regular verb love, simple past load, past participle load, has load, right? An irregular verb is one that does not conform to this ruling. All right. Next one we can discuss about the linking verbs. Linking verbs are verbs that are serve as a connection between a subject and further information about that subject. They do not show any actions, or rather they link the subject with the rest of the sentence. The verb to be the most common linking with. But there are many others, including all the sense verbs. For example, she is a nurse. Linking verb is. The moon is in outer space. I have become wary of your methodical approach to us. The Dalai Lama seems like a nice guy. Okay. Next, already we have discussed about transitive verb, right? Transitive verb has two characteristics. First, it is an action verb. Transitive verb, action verb, expresses double activity, kick, want, faint, write, eat, clean. Example, second, it must have direct object, something or someone who receives the actions of the verb. So these are the examples. We are kicked John under the table. Alicia wrote a love poem on a restaurant's napkin. Antonio eats lima, beans drenched in brown gravy. So a regular verb and simple past tense and past participle. Tell, told, has told, bleed, bled, has bled. All right. So, to be words, subject, past tense, present tense, future tense. These are the examples. I was, present tense, am, future tense, will be. All right. So, next things we can discuss finite. There are mainly two types of verbs in English, finite and infinite. Finite verbs change their forms when there is a change in the number of persons of the subject. Finite verbs also have different forms in different tenses. Example, they play football, he plays football, you are playing football, she was playing football. So here we can study finite. Next one is infinite. Non-finite verbs do not change They are formed when the number of persons of the subject changes. Example, they want to eat something delicious. She wants to eat something delicious. He wants to play football. They want to play football. They want to eat eggs for breakfast. So like this way we can study something about verbs. So dear students, you can make your verbs knowledge step by step. So there are some questions papers in our website. You can join with us. I wish you all the best. Thank you.